Part 2 of the whinge about dating apps. Like, is it not possible at all to just find someone that fits the fucking bill? Why is that so hard? I require tall, dark, and handsome, and a good vibe and a connection. Why is that so hard to find? I mean, honestly, I thought that, my exes not being honest with me was bad enough, but, I don't even date people and they're not honest with me. Like, I'm genuine. And I expect people to be the same. And unfortunately, in this life, in this fucking world at the minute, everyone's a lying bastard. You can't trust anyone. With me, what you see is what you fucking get. That's it. There ain't no fucking hiding shit. It is what it is. But people then take the piss and, lie to me. And people say, oh, why don't you just spend time on your own for a bit? I spend enough fucking time on my own. Trust me.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor The Fiend back again with another response video. And guys, before we jump into today's episode, don't forget to subscribe on your way in, and don't forget to subscribe to our newest member of Fiend Gang, Detective Warg. His channel will be linked in the video description. But without further ado, let's jump into the rest of today's video.
Part 2 of the whinge about dating apps. Like, is it not possible at all to just find someone that fits the fucking bill? Why is that so hard? I require tall, dark, and handsome, and a good vibe and a connection.
Tall, dark, and handsome, and a good vibe and a connection. This is one of my favorite words that's being thrown around at the moment, guys, because let's think about this, okay? These women out here, they're looking for a connection. What does that really mean? Right? Because it's such an ambiguous term, guys. Really, it's funny because I hear girls say, oh, I just don't connect with a lot of men. And the men that I do connect with, they never seem to want me. Guys, my view of this is that when women say they want a connection, they either want a dude who's highly attractive and out of their league, and of course there's no connection there because the dude doesn't want to get with them, or they want a guy who's going to invest into them. They want a guy who's going to commit to them. Typically a guy who fits the previous, right? But of course, this woman is like, I don't know, coming up on 40, maybe she's in her 40s. I'm really bad at guessing their ages, guys, honestly, like, with this filter and makeup. I have no idea how old these people are anymore. We're on the internet in 2022, guys. I'm an animated vampire, for goodness sake, right? But of course, your tall, dark, and handsome man isn't around. Now, you could have potentially gotten a guy like this. Excuse me, I'm going to have to mute this real quick. Now, you might have gotten this guy beforehand. Okay, you might have had some chance earlier on in your life, but when you start going into your 30s and 40s and you're trying to look for your Prince Charming on dating applications, I would suggest to you that your time is damn well up.
Why is that so hard to find? I mean, honestly, I thought that, my exes not being honest with me was bad enough, but, I don't even date people and they're not honest with me.
Guys, I have a take here that a lot of these womanists would get pissed at, okay? But a lot of them say, men cheat on me, they always lie on me, I just seem to select guys who are dishonest. And I'll say this, guys, I don't like being dishonest to people. I think it's something that you shouldn't do. I think it's cowardly, right? It's not a fantastic thing to do to somebody. However, when women get on the internet and they complain and say their partners always lie to them and they can't seem to find a good man, it actually says more about that woman than it does about the guy. Because what it's saying is she has been unable to select a man who is honest and who is going to tell the truth. Okay, if you're a girl or if you're a guy out here, it's kind of like, I drew this analogy before, guys, but it's kind of like men coming out here and saying, oh, I only seem to attract gold diggers, and then you go to their Instagram and it's nothing but Lamborghinis and money everywhere. It's like, yeah, of course you're only going to attract girls who are into money because that's all that you're presenting, right? The women are out here saying, oh, I only seem to attract players. Maybe you should not get with dudes on the first night that you meet them. Maybe you should actually go for commitment. Maybe you should go for guys who are willing to invest in you from the start. But you'll never actually see that happen, guys.
Like, I'm genuine. And I expect people to be the same. And unfortunately, in this life, in this fucking world at the minute, everyone's a lying bastard. You can't trust anyone.
I'm a very cynical individual, guys, so I tend to believe what she's saying here. You know, don't trust anyone. That's fair. A lot of people can lie, okay? But it's always, I would be very skeptical to believe anyone who gets on the internet and says that they're honest, right? Or they have integrity, or they're not like other people. They have these qualities and they expect them in return. I don't know, guys. I just never believe it when people get on the internet and start talking to me about, I have integrity, or I have this quality, or I have that. Because these good qualities that you may or may not have, it's not for you to say whether or not you have them. It's for other people to judge about you.
Me, what you see is what you fucking get. That's it.
I see.
There ain't no fucking hiding shit. It is what it is. But people then take the piss and, yeah, lie to me. And people say, oh, why don't you just spend time on your own for a bit? I spend enough fucking time on my own. Trust me.
Guys, I can understand these girls getting on here and saying, you know what, I've had 1 or 2 bad relationships and I just, you know, I can't seem to find a man. But these girls are like talking about men lying to them when they're in their 30s. Okay, I can understand a couple of failed relationships while you're learning the ropes. Maybe you didn't have a father figure in your life and you didn't have the correct boundaries, or you didn't understand things, or maybe some dude just genuinely did lie to you and it just completely blindsided you. But if you get to 35 plus years of age and you're still trying to peddle me the story of you being a victim, I don't believe you. Okay, all it says is that you're selecting men who are not interested in committing to you. It says more about your own ability to judge situations, and this whole, oh, I'm going to pull the victim card when I'm 35 years of age, it doesn't work so well.
Prepare for trouble.
And make it double.
Welcome to How to Gaslight Toxic Men. Number 1.
What can we just remove the toxic? I love how this is how to gaslight toxic men, but really it's just how to gaslight men. Like, that's really what it is.
The Mother Teresa. If a man comes up to you, just say, I don't give out spare change.
Number 2, the teen wolf. When a man tells you that he's an alpha, you say, you mean like a wolf? Are you a furry? Number 3, the Flintstone. Compare hands with him
And tell him he has hands more of a gatherer than a hunter. Go forth and blossom, young ones.
Why is this, right, this kind of stuff that is, you know, just borderline straight up misandrist, allowed to fly absolutely everywhere? Okay, but if I made a similar TikTok about women and I put it on TikTok, that crap would be removed so damn quickly. You know, guys, I saw a video of a content creator. Some of you guys might know him. I think he posted on his community tab, First Man, right? He posted a screenshot of his TikTok account. So from what I understand, he started to do TikTok, right? And he's like a male self-improvement channel. I haven't watched too many of his videos, but I like what I have seen from what I have seen of his channel. And he posted something on his community tab showing that his TikTok account had got a violation. Okay, and I've seen this guy's content. It's incredibly mild. He gives solid advice from what I understand. Seems like a straight-up dude. And he got a violation on his TikTok account, okay? But you go on TikTok, guys, and you literally have, you know, these girls who are half undressed, and in First Man's words, which is entirely true, you know, putting themselves in front of 15-year-old dudes, and that's entirely appropriate, okay? But all of this content is completely allowed to fly, but anything related to male self-improvement or doing anything better in your life or anything that is slightly mahoganyist in nature, instantly taken down, you're banned. But yeah, talking about how to gaslight men, how to treat men like crap, totally appropriate, apparently.
Does the guy you're seeing say that all of his exes are crazy? If so, that's a red flag. And here are 3 more signs that the guy you're dating is emotionally immature.
Emotionally immature. Love them buzzwords, boys. We're all... Men are just emotionally immature. Let's take a listen.
Number 1, they demand attention. Anything from blowing up your phone in order to get a text back to picking a fight are ways of stirring the pot in order to get your attention. Sign number 2 is avoidant, also known as Peter Pan syndrome. As the title has it, Peter Pan meaning he never wanted to grow up and become an adult. Same goes here with avoidant. A lack of commitment, whether that's to relationships or investments or even careers.
Yeah, guys, so let me explain something. What this woman is basically saying is that her first couple of points, she had a point, right? You know, if someone's out here blowing up your phone, being annoying, talking badly about their past relationships, red flags, I totally agree. But then we get into the part where she says, you are emotionally unintelligent, guys, if you are not interested in committing to her. That's the funny part. Did you guys catch that sleight of hand, right? So you as a man, you are emotionally immature if you're quote unquote avoidant, which basically means that, you know, you're not upfront and giving her attention and validation, and you're kind of withdrawn a little bit. Maybe you're an introverted person, but you know, no. If you're a man and you're avoidant, if you're a man and you're not interested in committing to her or committing to relationships in general, you are emotionally immature and you have what this woman has labeled Peter Pan syndrome. Right? Isn't that a wonderful thing, guys? How we live in a society where if a man doesn't want to commit to a woman, if he doesn't want to come out here, he doesn't want to get married, he doesn't want to risk his resources, he doesn't want to risk his livelihood, he gets called immature. That's not exactly the framing that I would use for it, but of course all of the womanists on TikTok, guys, will come out here and say, you are not a real man unless you provide and care for us. Fantastic.
Showing that this person cannot handle any kind of expectation being placed on them. Run. Sign number 3 is they're not considerate. They do things, say things without ever considering how it's going to impact you or other people. And if this resonated with you and you're looking to stop your toxic dating and relationship cycles, follow for more. I make content like this every day.
Of course girls relate to this content, by the way, because these are the types of men that women choose. You know why this content blows up so much on TikTok, by the way? When women sit here talking about, oh, the 3 signs that he's a narcissistic man or whatever. He's not emotionally invested. He doesn't care about your feelings. He does whatever. The reason why a lot of girls like the videos and go, oh, queen, I totally understand, is because the women are selecting those attributes in men. It's like, of course the video resonates with the women because those are the types of men that women are choosing to begin with. Now, maybe not the first couple of points she brought up here about blowing up phones and whatever, but certainly the rest of the points insofar as being emotionally avoidant, because most women are not secure. They don't have a secure form of attachment to begin with anyway. Right, and so by default, they're attracted to dudes who have avoidant personalities, which, by the way, guys, apparently there is some psychological backing to what she's saying. If you guys do research on attachment styles, it does actually have a lot of bearing, right? And women are attracted to men who are avoidant in nature, at least as a large majority. You get people with secure attachment styles, but they are of course more rare, guys, because everybody is growing up in broken families these days. But that's a whole nother discussion. Let's continue into the next clip. Yo guys, it's Taylor here. Just want to say thank you if you made it to the end of today's episode. Before you go, remember to subscribe to our other Fiend Gang members. Their channels will be linked in the video description. Our newest member is Detective Warg, so make sure that you go and show him some love. He's putting out daily content for you guys. Also, one of the characters I use and also a lot of our thumbnail artwork is done by an artist called The Gecko Ninja. He's absolutely fantastic, and his socials are going to be linked in the video description as well if you want to commission him for some amazing art. Otherwise, take it easy, gents, and I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.